Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're doing beautiful well wherever you are. Welcome back to my channel. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Chinaze, and on this channel I discuss about wellness. I also discuss on lifestyle, all the tips that will help you live a healthy lifestyle, and I also discuss on Germany residency information. But today we'll be concluding a topic on depression. We'll be looking at the types of depression and the solution to people who are depressed. Before we go into our topic for today, I want to say very big thank you to you, my returning subscriber. Thank you for always making our time to watch my videos. Thank you for your comments in the comment section. They are so encouraging. And if you did not subscribe, if you're watching for the first time, do well to touch the red subscribe button down as you're watching this video, and also touch the bell button there and turn it on so you'll be aware whenever I post interesting topics on wellness, lifestyle, and Germany. Let's go on to what we have for today. When we talk about depression, it is a severe matter because it affects the mood, people's well-being, and how they see life in general. There's a lot of things that can cause depression. We've talked about this in the last video, which I will leave the link to this video in the description box below. When you hear that someone is depressed, do not think that, oh, this person has a serious issue that needs kind of special attention. A lot of things can contribute to depression. A lot of things can cause depression. So we're going to be looking at those things that could lead individuals to having depressions, and we'll be pointing out if there are severe depressions or minor depressions that could be easily changed by the change in situations around this individual. The first type of depression we'll be looking at today is called atypical depression. This depression is very common. It is characterized by heaviness in the limbs. It's also characterized by oversleeping. Person oversleeps or does not get enough sleep. See this person having issues with relationship because the person is always easily irritated. Okay, this person doesn't feel the normal his or herself. This is the reason for all of this irritation, anger, annoyance. So the person has issues with relationships. The next one is psychotic depression. This is very severe. This is a situation where you see someone beginning to hallucinate, imagining things, seeing things that are not real just by him or herself. The person begins to have delusions. See this person behaving strangely in manners that are not necessarily good. So these are the symptoms that you see in people who are depressed, so you can identify the kind of depression that they have and know how to offer help to them. And we have some other depression that affects majorly women. This one is called postpartum depression. It affects women who just gave birth, okay, new mothers, women that just gave birth. They feel a kind of disconnect from their babies. Maybe they were fantasizing or the way they wanted the babies to look like, they wanted a fair looking baby full of hair, this, and when you give birth to that child, you don't really see the picture of what you were building up in your mind. This could lead to depression. This mother could start feeling disconnected from this child, not knowing that with time this child grows with your love and care and concern into who you want him or her to be. Another symptom that is found in postpartum depression is these newly mothers begin to think that they will hurt their children. Not that they're going to do something bad, just that when I hold my baby's head like this, maybe the neck is going to break. When I turn him or her like this, maybe it's not good for her. Who knows if I should sit lie him facing upwards? Who knows if when I sleep him or her on the stomach, if the baby is going to suffocate? I also had this, this kind of thoughts when I had my baby. So it was help from people who already had the experience and help, and doctors and nurses. So you see this in new mothers. It doesn't really mean that this is a severe kind of depression. This depression goes away with time as the baby and the mother connects and they begin to understand each other and the baby grows. The next type of depression is menstrual disorder, and it happens to women who are in their cycle or who are already expecting their cycle in few days to come. They feel, oh, maybe they always have cramps or pains, and now they're thinking, oh, this experience is coming back in a few days time. They begin to feel sad, they're not happy, they begin to fantasize how the parents used to be, what they're going to be going through. They begin to feel that they're going to be disconnected from the society these few days. And because of this kind of experience that they have, when this cycle comes, they begin to feel lonely, separate themselves from others, and they cannot function normally because of the cycle, the menstrual cycle. This is a kind of depression that goes away once the cycle is over. So the lot of depression has types. There are ones that will change when the situation changes. There are ones that need serious medical attention. Another type that can affect everyone is called situational depression. This happens when we face difficult, unexpected life experiences, maybe the loss of a loved one, someone who is very close and dear to you. You lose this person, and for the meantime, because this memory cannot be taken away easily from you in this time, time is the only thing that can heal this kind of depression. Support from your loved ones who are always going to show love to you and be there for you. This is the only way you can get out of this kind of depression. So when you've lost your loved one, it takes a whole lot of effort to pull yourself together and to move on. You begin to have this depression just for that season. This is why it is called situational depression. The situation brought this depression, and once the situation is taken care of, everything goes back to normal. Another type that we have that can affect some set of individual is called seasonal affective depression. The short form is SAD. It affects people, especially when the weather changes. People who live in some kind of country that they face winter. This time the weather gets dark earlier from 4 o'clock or 5. Okay, people who have this kind of depression face this every season of winter because they are sensitive to little amount of light. It can only be resolved once winter is over. People can also have some kind of things like cough and cold. So these are all examples of depression that are not really major. They are minor. They can be taken care of easily. What with a change of situation, the person can be okay. Another type is called major depressive order, which doesn't really go away on its own. It is a form that is characterized by a feeling of sadness, loneliness. It lasts for a long time. Because it is major from the name, it requires help of a specialist so that this person can get through with this depression and the symptoms that come with it. Last type that we have for today is called persistent depressive disorder. This one is a kind of chronic, but it is milder and it lasts for a longer period of time. It is persistent just from the name. It requires essential help of a therapist, a specialist in this aspect, to help this individual get through with kind of depression. Now we're going to be looking at the ways, the solutions, the remedies to all of these types of depression that we've mentioned earlier. First treatment or remedy for all of this above mentioned depression is to take good care of yourself. This cannot be overemphasized. You must eat healthy fruits, incorporate fruits and vegetables, whole nut into your diet. Try to exercise, stay active the little way you can. Even from the comfort of your home, you can exercise, you can take a walk in the nature, receive fresh air, be positive about life and nature in general. If you have concerns, talk to people who are very close to you, okay, so that you can be able to resolve some of these depression symptoms. And then the next step to take care of this depression is to learn to say no. Do not be the type that accepts everything, whether it goes with you or doesn't go with you, because when you are overburdened, even if you have a minor symptom of depression, it can make it worse. It can worsen the whole situation. So learn to say no, set boundaries, things that go with you, things that do not go with you, and learn to communicate these boundaries peacefully and rightly to people who may try to overburden you, so that you do not go into a worse situation if you already have experiencing some of these symptoms that we've mentioned. Next is that you should avoid alcohol intake, whether little or minor. Especially if you are not the type that can stand this, it's not good for you. It can make the symptom for depression worse. The next thing to do is that you expose yourself to fresh air, go out in the nature, and a little dose of sunlight. When you go out in the nature, the air there, fresh air, the leaves, the tree, the sky, blue. When you go out in the nature, you receive fresh air, you receive a dose of sunlight that is good for you and helps in rearranging your mood, making you be in the right frame of mind and state of mind. Another thing to do is to avoid triggers. If you are already having these symptoms of depression, avoid things that trigger this depression. Whatever it is, you know yourself better than anyone else. Whatever causes this depression to be on the higher side, do well to avoid these things that give you wrong thoughts and worries. Avoid those things. The next step that will help you if you have severe or major depression symptoms is that you see a psychotherapist, someone who will help you with steps and skills to help manage your mood and help you always be in the right frame of mind. Talk to a therapist if you do have major symptoms that do not go away with time. Okay, then the last treatment that we'll have for depression of all kinds today is that once you see that therapist, he or she may prescribe some medications for you depending on the kind of depression that you're experiencing. Do well to take this medication according to prescriptions. It could be, for example, antidepressants, so they will help you to do the right thing, give you tips to follow to overcome this depression that you're having already, and follow these prescriptions so you can get better with time. This is all that we have concerning depression. I hope you will enjoy this and you learn something from it. If to this point you don't subscribe, do well to touch the red subscribe button down as you're watching this video. This will help me to produce or bring out more interesting videos like this. Also touch the bell notification there on so you'll be aware whenever I post interesting topics like this. Remember this channel is all about wellness, healthy lifestyle, and general basic information. So do not also forget to be free to share this video with your friends, your loved ones, people who are around you that will benefit from these tips. And until my next video, even if you have other questions concerning topics that you want me to go to, do well to leave them in the comment section below and I will attend to it. I will see you when I have next video for you that will interest you. Bye.